I'm Gerald, and I'm in the audience of Kayla's public speaking.
And I'm Ruth.
My name is Kayla, and I'm going to be demonstrating on how to do a women's haircut. First, we're going to talk about the tools that are needed to do a haircut. These are a pair of regular shears. You hold them with your ring finger in the second hole, your thumb in this hole. Has a rest here that you rest your pinky on. Your thumb is what does all of the work whenever you are cutting. It's important that you only cut hair with these shears. If you cut paper or anything else, it will dull the blades and bend them. And these shears cost a little bit over $100. Next, you want to drape your client. It's important to drape your client so that your cape isn't touching other people, all different people, because you could get a disease or infection. I'm going to put the towel around and the cape. You want to section the hair into 3 sections, split it down the center. From the top of the head down to the ear. Do the same on this side. And back is your final section. Take about an inch part at the bottom. You don't want to cut too much. The scissors won't cut all the way through and you'll get an uneven haircut. Hold your client's head down just a little bit. Start in the center. Only cut to your second knuckle. If you cut past that, you'll cut your finger or make the haircut uneven. You want to drop a little bit at a time. If you do too much, you're going to get an uneven cut. Make sure your client keeps their head down. After finishing the back completely, then you want to go around to the sides. You don't want to go to the sides first. Make sure that you always do the back. And we're just cutting straight across. Pulling the hair exactly the way that it falls. You can do the haircut dry or you can do it wet. After you finish the back, you want to drop the sides down. This part you don't have to take in sections, just drop it all down. cut the sides. Even with the back. Sometimes your clients will want their hair tapered to their face. You pull everything forward and just trim going up. From behind the ear, forward. And trim going up. And the same thing on this side. From the ear forward. On this side you can trim going down. And for the bangs, brush everything back. Only bring the bangs that your client wears forward. Bring them straight down and all together. And just trim a small piece at a time. You can always go shorter and you can't put it back on. If your client wants fullness in the crown area, if you lift this section up and cut it shorter, cut into, not straight across, into it. That will kind of break the ends up. And to give more fullness, if you trim in small pieces, the hair that's underneath that is cut shorter will hold the rest of it up. That's underneath, and that gives height in here. If your client wanted layers, instead of just a straight cut, straight down, if they wanted layers all in here, you keep your 4 sections that we had and take pie slices and pull them at a 90-degree angle away from the head, just like this. And cut into it. You take pie slices all the way around and cut in. On the top, you take a square on the top of the head and pull it straight up. You can do it standing this way, or you can do it this way, either way, and cut into the hair. That also gives shorter layers at the top, longer layers at the bottom. If you cut this way, you always want to check it this way. Whatever way you cut, you check in the opposite direction. By cutting into the hair like this, it breaks all the lines up that you see when people have layers in their hair. If my client's hair was wet, I would finish blow drying her, style her, and she would be done. So there I've showed you how to do a women's haircut with some fullness in the top, layers throughout the bottom, shorter layers on the top, and trimming the bangs.